Namaste. Once again, it's myself, Tara Chandra Yogi, before you. How are you? I believe you people are fine. I believe so because nobody wants to live in difficulties and crises. And for that reason, everybody tries to be healthy, to keep himself or herself in right condition. He tries. And in the same way, nobody wants to live in financial crisis. Everybody wants to develop his or her financial condition. So, because when someone tries, I believe that he or she gets a success also. The same thing happen in learning and teaching activities. One who always keep himself or herself near the books or gets the company of highly educated people, and in the same way who always consults dictionaries or watches videos or moves here and there and keeps his mind open so that he or she can get or keep inside the mind, and later on after analyzing those things, those visuals, those events, a man can conclude something and can get something. So it happens. So these all things, moving here and there and being positive, what happens, it adds something in our knowledge and informations. For example, I live at Madansa Cookie, and I walk every day to different places. For example, I walk every day to my destination teaching place. I mean, Rapti. So what happens during my visit? I keep my eyes open, and because naturally I'm very um, alert person, so I keep my eyes open, I keep my ears alert. So through these two or three things, I collect some datas, informations. From my eyes, I collect visual data, and from my ears, I collect some audio and audio informations and and datas. So later on, what happens? It happens with everybody, not with me only. I believe well, and those informations and datas which have been collected by my eyes and ears are later on analyzed by my brain, and if I find them positive, I keep with me in my memory, or I try to watch them again and again, to listen those artists again and again. For example, suppose if I visited a day to any circus, well, there what happens, because that's not the place where we usually go. We rarely go, sometimes go. That's why there what happens, when I reach to any circus, then what happens, circus or zoo suppose, what happens, then we see, it means some visuals are captured by our eyes, and we hear also some audio sounds, audible sounds, and then our ears also collect some information data as well. So whatever later on, they are processed in our mind, and we keep in our memories set like a computer. In computer also, the same thing happens. We all know, that some data are collected when we input something, that goes inside the processor, is processed, and later on we find the output. So our eyes and our ears and some other parts of our bodies, sense organs, are the input devices that they collect informations, data, and sent to our mind in our processor, and they are processed. Later on, they are kept in our memories, and time to time we recollect those memories, and we again remember the things, and we use them for our daily activities. Well, suppose I have never seen I have never seen, or I have never been to Um, I've never been to. Suppose I have never been to Agra, well, and I have never seen the Taj Mahal. But if chance, suppose chance came well, and I visited to Agra, and saw the Taj Mahal building. And after a few days, what happened? This same kind of photo of Taj Mahal by chance comes across to my eyes. I mean, comes before me. And as soon as I see or I watch that photo, I recollect that, oh, and immediately I come to know that it is Taj Mahal. Why? Because I have already visited that place, and the that picture has been set as a visual in my mind. And as soon as I again see the same picture, that visual, that picture that was kept as a data in my mind is processed again in my mind, and immediately the memory wakes up, and I realize that it is or I recognize then that it is Taj Mahal. The same thing happens with us in normal life too. That's why we should be with good people. We should visit good places. We should listen good things. We should keep ourselves up to date. First of all, we have to fix our destination place. Well, where to go and what to do. And later on, what happens? According to that, we should make some plannings. We should collect some informations and data, and we should process them, and we march ahead. And if we do that, I think the success, our desire, our wish, our destination is not very far. We will definitely get the success. So this was just some my analysis. We learn through different things, right? Actually, what happens? We learn. There are two methods of teaching. Well, um, one is deductive teaching method, well, and one is inductive teaching method. So what happened? Something we come to know, learn through our elders. Someone teaches us. We listen them, we watch them, we analyze them, and we keep in our memory, and this will be learned. Well, and something, and sometimes what happens? We learn ourselves inductively, because we do that. We see the result, we analyze if that seems to be positive, good, then we make a kind of conception, a kind of thinking that, oh, it's nice, oh, it happens if I do this and this happens, oh, then what happens? That is learning by doing. So this happens while we teach. Well, some teachers teach we using deductive methods, and some teachers use inductive method. In inductive method is practical way, well, and it takes much time. I mean, it consumes much time and much energy, much attention, and it's a little bit full of more difficulties, and it is little bit difficult because there we need many things, right? And generally it does not happen. Many of us are not of that mentality that we should do first and then try to find out or excuse it and get the result. We simply want ready-made everything, so we believe in deductive teaching methods. My dear children, I spoke well, and recently, with the help of my one dedicated and very laborious, let me say, student, unfortunately, I have started my own YouTube channel, and that is Yogi's English Hub, I think. Well, it was also suggested by that very guy. He's very honest, Mr. Jivantaka. He used to be in my contact. He was very much fond of making this kind of videos and sending like that. He's very active person. He's still with me, and so I used to, or he used to keep his our mind videos, mind discussions, and in his through his video he used to show. But nowadays, because situation and circumstances do not remain same, he is now a very far region of Nepal, Humla, and where their internet facilities and other facilities are very difficult to get. So in that situation, there was one doubt whether he could be able to continue it or not, and like that. So in that reference, he suggested me that why shouldn't I keep my own YouTube channel? He's also running. He's also in my collaboration. We are in collaboration. I help him, and mine too. I have started. That is Yogi's English Hub. So my dear friends, uh, if you want, well, if you find me quite worthy, please subscribe that very my YouTube, and get in touch. Feel free to be in my contact. I'll do for you as much as I can, and it's, it will be free of cost. For just check up my country, let's work together, let's confront, because I want to bring some immense and some very much famous personalities in my videos, in my YouTubes, I mean that videos, well, so that their opinions, their desires, their thinking can also be broadcast from our through us, and so many other people who are in very remote areas, who could not get chance to read, or who are too busy to be with us physically. Why shouldn't we help them virtually? For that reason I'm doing that. So if any personality is interested, please visit and make me a call. We'll be together. I will be very much happy to take the interview of such personality. Thank you very much for today. It's a long video. Have a good day.